welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to talk about my fitness journey. So, got my handy dandy little notebook here, and we're just gonna hop right in. I was actually at work the other day, and I was just sitting there, and I just started like jotting down some things from my fitness journey, so I thought that I would share them. So I have a nice long list, if you can see that. So it all starts in high school. I was always athletic in high school, played sports. I played soccer for like 8 years or something like that. I played soccer for a pretty long time. So I did that up until high school, and then I started cheering, and that took up like all my time. So I solely just wanted to focus on being a cheerleader. So that's what I did, and I was cool with that. I was athletic, good to go. So my junior year of high school, I started gaining weight because I started taking birth control, and I actually have done like many different birth controls because I have learned that I'm sensitive. My body's sensitive to everything, whether it's medications or food or grass. I'm sensitive to everything, which sucks, but that's besides the point. So I was really sensitive to that. I started gaining weight, and that was bad. So I got on a new one, and I kind of just stayed there at that weight. I guess I didn't really realize it at first. I mean, nobody really said anything about it. I didn't really notice it. And it wasn't until I was in about 12th grade that I realized that like my clothes weren't fitting anymore. I actually remember this one picture specifically. I think I still have it on my Instagram. It's so lame, but I just remember these jeans specifically, which might sound super weird, but I remember that I couldn't fit into these jeans anymore, and they were my favorite jeans. So it was, yeah. So it is this picture, these jeans. I don't even know. They're probably from American Eagle because I got everything from American Eagle back then. But they were my favorite jeans. I think they were a size 2. And I remember I couldn't fit into them anymore. And I was like, oh, that's weird. They must have shrunk in the wash. But I kind of noticed that. And then I actually remember I had a boyfriend in high school. And when me and him broke up, it was a nasty breakup. And I remember he actually told somebody that I had let myself go, which I didn't particularly agree with. I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, you know? So I didn't really believe that. And I can actually insert pictures here of what I looked like. But it was very, like I said, I started noticing in 12th grade because I started editing my pictures and editing them to make myself skinnier. So I don't even remember what app I used. It was some like wonky app that I would use to make myself look skinnier, which is kind of weird now to think about that I did that. But whatever. I mean, like, people Facetune themselves now, so I was just ahead of the game, I guess. So then moving on into college, I drank all the time, like Thursday through Sunday. Me and my friends were out on the town, aka frat parties, always going to frat parties. So I was drinking, that wasn't really helping. And then I started, this is so weird, my freshman and sophomore year of college, I lived really close to Chipotle, and I would literally go 4 to 5 times a week. It was insane. So the way my college worked is that we had like a little card. We had meal plans and stuff. So we had like swipes and dining dollars, and that was part of the meal plan. But then we had this other thing called Rambucks, where we could kind of use the card as like a debit card. and certain places around campus would take it, and Chipotle was one of them. So I remember my mom put, I think, $100 on my card for the semester to do laundry, and I used all of that money on Chipotle. And I mean, like a burrito's like $7.25, something like that. I think it was actually even cheaper back then before they raised the prices up. But it was like, I don't know, $6, $7 for a burrito. And yeah, 4 to 5 times a week I would go. I would literally like scrape my pennies to get Chipotle. It was very sad. So I started doing that, and that wasn't healthy, obviously. And I mean, like, Chipotle is not necessarily bad for you, but like 4 to 5 times a week, and it's not like that was my only meal for the day. I mean, I feel like when you eat Chipotle, you still have to be mindful of what you're eating. You can fit it in your macros, but you have to be mindful. So it's like, I don't know, anywhere from 600 to 1,000 calories depending on what you get. And since I was getting burrito, like that tortilla is like 200 calories, so that's already just getting it up to the higher end of the spectrum. So after that, sophomore year, I started learning about fitness. I actually remember one of my friends introduced me to Whitney Simmons, and I was like, no way, not interested in this, this is boring. I actually remember the first video of hers that I watched, and I thought it was so boring. I was like, I'm never watching this again. And then I think my friend convinced me to watch more of her videos. I think we just had like a Whitney Simmons party, I don't know, but we started watching her, and then I just got hooked. And it kind of took me some time. I watched all of her videos, and then I started watching other people like Nikki, and I don't even know who else. I know those are the first 2 people that I started watching. So I just started kind of studying fitness, I guess you could say. Like literally just watched hours and hours of content before I even went to a gym. Obviously in college, for the most part, you have free access to the college gym. VCU has one of the best gyms in Virginia and in the United States. Go Rams. So I was excited, but I was also nervous because I had never really been to a gym before. So then I actually remember the first time that I went to the gym on my own and did like a full-on workout. I did legs, and I was like, seriously, I started tearing up walking up the stairs to one of my classes because I was so sore, because I had no idea what I was doing, and I went way too heavy and way too hard, and hurt myself. So that was my first gym experience, so that made me not want to go back. But I got over the soreness, tried it again, and started going to the gym. Still not really knowing what I was doing, but doing my best. And then I started learning about macros, because obviously like fitness people don't solely do workouts, they also do what I eat in a day, talk about macros and stuff like that. So then I started learning about macros, and I thought, well, I can't eat any more than 1,000 calories a day. So I didn't eat any more than 1,000 calories a day, and most of my meals consisted of soup. I remember I would eat like a soup and a sandwich every night for dinner. In the morning I would have eggs, egg whites. I didn't even know what I would have for lunch, but it was bad. And it was really unhealthy. And that's really all I have to say about that. It was so bad, and I was miserable. I was absolutely miserable. That was me my whole sophomore year. Moving on to junior year, I learned how to actually eat properly, and I realized that I was supposed to eat more than 1,000 calories a day. So I started eating more. I don't particularly know how much I was eating, but I know that I was really good about food at that point. Like I had a pretty good relationship with food, wasn't under eating, wasn't overeating, and I was eating a lot of healthy choices. My issue was at the gym, because I was like so obsessed with going to the gym. And my junior year, obviously, I had a job, I had class, so I would fit in the gym whenever I could. But I was so obsessed with going to the gym that I would like not hang out with friends to go to the gym. I would cancel plans on people. And my junior year, I was a single gal, and I would talk to boys, and like they'd ask me to, I don't know, go to dinner or hang out or do something, and I'd be like, no, can't, gotta go to the gym. So there, I mean, I missed a lot of opportunities, not necessarily with boys, because like who cares about them, but with friends and fun and just doing things, because I was so afraid of missing a gym session. So basically, I just had this extremely unhealthy relationship with food, and then it turned into an extremely unhealthy relationship with the gym, and it was just all sorts of bad. So that leads me into my senior year of college, and I started getting a healthy balance both with fitness and with food. So just like my all-around health was getting better. And I became more laid back, obviously. I was 21 at the time, turning 22. My friends and I would go out on the weekends. We would have fun, but during the week I was still, I don't want to say strict, but I was still mindful of what I was eating, still going to the gym all the time, but I wasn't letting it dictate my life anymore. So I felt like I had a pretty good relationship with food and eating. And then in February, so I believe it would have been February of 2018, me and my best friend, we went to the Dominican Republic, and it was a fun time. But after I came back, I didn't want to do anything. We didn't work out when we were there. We ate like crap. We drank. It was a great time, obviously, but well, I fell off, completely fell off. And I was about to start my new job, which was very fitness intensive, and I was not in shape. Like I said, I completely stopped working out. My new job started at the end of June, so we came back. It was March. I didn't work out in March or April. I mean, I would work out maybe once a week, twice if I was feeling crazy. And then I realized that I really needed to get in shape for this job, or else I was going to look like a big fat loser. And so I started working out again. Still wasn't quite enough for what I ended up having to do for work, but it's fine. I made it through, and I got in great shape while I was there because we did a lot of running, which kind of made me hate cardio, but now I'm kind of back to liking it. And I think it's because I'm not being forced to do it anymore. It's something that I can just do on my own. So during that time, I was working out really hard. I would work out on my own on days that we weren't working out, because we usually worked out 3 times a week, and then those other days I would work out on my own unless I was really sore, which was a lot of the time. But then after that, I just fell in love with fitness on my own. I wasn't being forced to work out anymore. There was no one telling me what workouts I had to do, when I had to do them. I was just able to do them on my own. And then my boyfriend and I got together. He showed me the Fitbod app. Obviously, I'm a big fan of that. I like the app, but I think I might start to shy away from it here pretty soon, because it's a lot of the same exercises, and I really want to start trying some new things. So I'm definitely going to continue to incorporate it into my lifestyle, into my workouts, but I don't think it'll necessarily be the end-all be-all for me. But yeah, I just fell in love with fitness, and this was more around, I would say March of this year, where I really just fell in love with it and got a actual healthy relationship with it. That's when I decided I wanted to be a personal trainer. I decided that I wanted to build a platform. It took me a while to start filming YouTube videos and stuff because I was nervous and I didn't know what people would think. I didn't want people from work finding out, didn't want my friends finding out, but then I just kind of stopped caring. And so I started my YouTube, and then I decided to make a new Instagram, which I talked about in my last video. I just didn't want to shove fitness down people's throats if that's not what they followed me for. So I just started my own Fitsta fitness Instagram, which I'll pop on the screen because I love a self-plug. and I just started that whole journey. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now. My goals are just to get stronger. I'm not really necessarily trying to lose weight. I don't know, I mean, like, I don't do like a cut and a bulk. I just kind of do what I want to do. Literally my goal right now is just to get stronger, because back in high school when I was a cheerleader, I was really strong. I could do tons and tons of push-ups, pull-ups. Like, I cannot do a pull-up anymore, which is so sad. So that's like my goal kind of right now, is to get stronger, be able to do a pull-up and stuff like that. So I think that's about it. If you learn any lesson from this, it's just learn where your healthy relationship with like health and fitness lies. Do your research, because I definitely didn't. And stay safe, like with your working out. If you're working out too much, if you're eating too little, it's really important for your body, because that can really mess you up. Once you do start figuring things out, you can possibly really hurt your body. I know, scientific, but I don't feel like going into the logistics of all that. But that's about it. That's me. That's my fitness journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed around this long, please like and subscribe. Follow me on my new Instagram. Like I said, linked everywhere. I'll link it here, here, and here. Just kidding. No, I won't. Probably. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.